everyone to the Hammonds House Museum. We are honored to be hosting an exhibition featuring artist Louis Delsarte, Brooklyn born, world raised. When you look at the works of Louis Delsarte, the first things that come to mind for me is color and movement, and then the next thing is spirit, all intertwined. I think this is an incredible exhibition. It is a retrospective. We have a painting that Louis Delsarte did when he was 14 years old in the collection, and then we have many of his most recent works as well. I consider Louis Delsarte to be one of the premier colorists of his generation, and I think he is well overdue and deserving of an exhibition of this stature.
Kevin, would you like to walk us through any particular pieces that are on?
Well, we can talk about a few of the pieces we have on display here. We have this beautiful, beautiful work here entitled 10 Words of Louis Delsarte. Beautifully done work, basically dealing with the spirit of creativity, the spirit of music and adventure, jazz. And as you can see, when I talk about movement and color in his work, looking at a Louis Delsarte painting is like looking at a carnival on canvas. All those Caribbean colors, all those movements, all the dance that's going on. The viewer can't stand still looking at the works because he's going to move you through compositionally all the colors of the rainbow.
Okay.
We have this beautiful work here called The Fate of Vanity. Wonderful work. When I look at it, it reminds me of somewhere between Mardi Gras and Duke Ellington's jazz. When Louis talks about his work, he often talks about how he tries to capture his dreams and the dreamscapes of his mind in his work. And a lot of the lyrical beauty you see in his works are a reflection of what I consider to be a beautifully vibrant mind. This large-scale piece here is entitled Forces of Rapture. Another wonderful piece inspired by Carnival. Louis remembers growing up in Brooklyn and the Caribbean carnivals that took place for the migrants from Cuba, from Haiti, from Martinique, from all the various places of the Caribbean. And I think it's one of the biggest influences on his works when you look at it, because it's always this sense of, like I said before, carnival culture.
Okay.
This work here is entitled The Tempest. One of the things you'll also see throughout a lot of Louis's works is the beauty of painting the female form. He says he's always just been chasing this image of a woman that's this transcendent, universal goddess. And to honor that in his work is some of the most profound things he does as well. Now here we have a work entitled Ascension, based on the life of Christ. A beautiful mixed media work, collage, paint, applied in just the most gorgeous manner you can imagine. This was part of a series Louis did in conjunction with other artists who were asked to create works dealing with the life of Christ from an African American and African perspective. You had artists like James Phillips, you had artists like Jeff Donaldson and others, Paul Goodnight, who created a series of works for a calendar, and that was the work that was in the calendar. Revelations is the title of this small work. Autumn Afternoon, The Blue Tree, and this wonderful diptych here, Carnival King and Carnival Goddess. Beautiful diptych that he created in the late 70s and has redone a few times since. So it's an ongoing work in progress, as he put it. He said he has to stop himself from adjusting paintings sometimes.
Okay. As we walk through and film a few pieces in the exhibit, can you tell us a little bit about Hammonds House and the upcoming events?
Yes, like I say, we have this exhibit of Louis Delsarte's officially opening July 17th, Saturday from 3 to 6 p.m. That will be followed the same evening by a concert featuring locally based artist Joy, who will be performing in our garden area from 7 to 10. And we also have an ongoing series entitled Wine and Words, where African American writers come and present their works and do book signings here at the museum. So it's one of those places where you got to kind of stay on top of the schedule and visit our website, because we constantly have things going on.
And that website is?
www.hammondshouse.org.